Hi, this is Beth with All Ray of Light. Today is Monday, November the 2nd. Well, it's finally here. The election's tomorrow. It felt like it was never going to come, and now it's here. It's unbelievably here. And my ego, body self has a lot of anxiety, but my heart also, it's like a weird balancing in my body, like anxiety here, but my heart is open and happy. So I don't know how to interpret that. So there were a couple of readings I wanted to do right before the election. Number one, I said I had the vision of the blue wave and the red wave not being as big of a wave as it looked, and that the blue wave was steady and was, coming forward. But I want to just ask the guides and spirit anything they want us to know about the election tomorrow and for the next couple of days after. And I have some races I want to ask about in some of the states, but I don't know if I'm going to end up doing that as a separate video or not. So I'm going to listen for a moment and see what the guides want me to know about the election tomorrow, anything we need to know about tomorrow, and kind of like the days going forward. I'm not sure how far in the future they will take us. So let me just listen for a moment and see what the guides want me to say. So I just saw Joe Biden running through a ticket when you win the race and you break the I don't know what that's called, the ticket or whatever, the ticket the paper thing across the race, like he ran through it. Now, of course, I think he's healthier than Trump. He might really be able to run through it, even at his age. But that's what I see. I saw him running through it. So I'm still confident. I believe he's going to win. So let me see what else guides want us to know. So I feel like by tomorrow night, we are going to have a sense of who won the election. We're going to know who won the election, but it's not going to be the official stuff, right? So hold on a second, but I think it's going to be pretty clear who won, that Biden won. Hold on a second. I see a balloon deflating on Trump's side, like a deflating red balloons. Okay, now having said that, that doesn't mean that I think it's going to be all the votes are counted or it's certified in all the states. I don't get that, but I am feeling like, oh, it might be the middle of the night, but I get the feeling like it's pretty like they're cautiously going. I think Biden won, right? Now that's kind of, I think, maybe the talking heads a little bit in the campaign. But let me listen to Trump. Let me listen to Trump and that side of it, that side of things. I'm getting a lot of fear energy there. And I think that the image I'm getting is pathways to victory. Like for some reason I guess I'm seeing it like I'm seeing the map and whatever they feel like they need to win to get the victories, like pathway. I see it like little connecting lines. I don't know, Florida to this to that kind of thing. And what I'm getting is, as the night goes on, it's like little eraser marks. So, oh, we lost that one, so well, maybe this. And I just get a little eraser marks there. Okay, hold on a second. Let me listen. Despair. I'm feeling some despair on Trump's side, Trump's end. Hold on a second. I'm actually feeling a subdued energy with Fox News or Fox Entertainment Channel. Just like this subduedness as the night goes on, like they're still trying to talk their stuff in support of him, but almost like I feel like the energy gets more subdued from them. Hold on a second. and I feel like maybe more Democratic leaning pundity people become more optimistic as the night goes. But nobody's like just jumping up and down. And I think it's because even though it appears, I think we're going to know who has won. Things aren't, all the votes aren't going to be counted in certain places, and there's a sense of not celebrating before the fact. And honestly, I think anybody on the Democratic side still has 2016 kind of like looming in their body, like a traumatic event in their body. But hold on a second, let me feel Trump again. So one image that really stuck out for me in 2016 was really how pale, it's hard to picture Trump pale with his makeup, but how pale he looked as it was becoming kind of clear, whatever word you want to say, that they had won the election. That I don't think at first that was sinking into him. And I think he thought he was going to lose. And that he had really gone into it to try to make money. Hold on. But he was, at one point I remember seeing him and he looked really pale and kind of shocked. Okay. Now, of course, we know that didn't last too long. I'm getting the similar image from him, but it's in a different context. I'm getting him looking pale and drawn and shocked. Now, that probably won't last because I think he, you know, he will come out fighting. Hold on. Is he going to claim he won? He's going to probably try to claim he won. But I get the feeling of like, even, I mean, I'm sure as most hardcore people will say, yes, he did. But I feel like even Fox may not be all like, well, I don't think he's correct on that. You know, I just get this feeling of like, and everything is feeling subdued in that energy. Like I keep seeing the balloon deflating, and even whatever things that they were going to try don't feel as spiked up with energy. Like it just doesn't feel as, like they might be almost like going through the motions of court cases and going through the motions. I get the feeling we're going to know, but we're not going to be 100% because of all the counting, and nobody is wanting to make a mistake. Nobody's wanting to make a mistake. But let me see if there's more. Let me feel his family around him. What's his family? I'm going to tell you that I feel Melania feeling relieved. I think she is so done with this game she's been having to play for 4 years. She wants her life back. And I believe, you know, there's a certain amount of time after the loss that she has to stay married. That's probably been signed. She's probably part of getting paid. But she's out the door. Like I feel her, like she's relieved. Now let me feel the Trump children. I'm being told Ivanka's already seen the writing on the wall and has moved into her own survival, like how she can get herself out of any kind of trouble she might be in, in particular with the Trump organization from before. So she's already looking at how do we get out of this? How do we get out of this? She's seeing the writing on the wall. I'm feeling Jared Kushner is still thinking they might be able to pull it off. Look, he's in bed with some people that he's going to regret having laid down with, I believe. And is worried also. He's worried about deals he's done. He's worried about underhanded deals that he's done, under the table deals, underhanded deals. He's worried about the information he knows. He's been just arrogant and thinks he's the smartest person in the room. And maybe he is the smartest person in some of the rooms he's in, but his arrogance blinds him. So I'm going to tell you that Ivanka would throw him under the bus to save her own skin. 100%. This is her husband, the father of her children, and she would still throw him under the bus 100% to save her own skin. Okay, so hold on. Let me go to Junior. He's really fallen apart. I mean, he seems to be having some either mental health and or substance type issues recently, or they could be. I'll say, can't diagnose the man, but he hasn't been looking great. He was crying on Fox News the other night. Okay, hold on. He's fought, like I feel like he's all emotions. Like I get all these emotions of fear and anxiety and how can this be, and disbelief and anger, and he's really kind of out of control emotionally. Now let me feel Eric. He is afraid of what this is going to mean for his own legal issues, because he definitely has legal issues, and well, they all do, I think, in New York, but he definitely has legal issues in New York. I feel like, and I'm not sure I've ever felt this about him before, like he's really aware of where he is on the totem pole of the kids, of his father's approval. He knows he's not number one. So he's worried about what this means for him. Okay, hold on. Let me feel Trump a little bit more. Let me see if I can get more with him. So after that initial, I feel like almost shocked feeling, you know, he'll go into narcissistic denial, and I just feel him talking a lot of crap for a couple of days. But everything keeps feeling like it deflates. Like it's a balloon that goes, we're going to do this, and we're going to go into this state, and we're going to fight this court case, and I just get where it's going to the Supreme Court. I just feel like everything like a balloon that, you know, when a balloon loses air like that. Okay, so that, I'm just going to go a couple of days ahead, because I think that there could, 3 days from now, I might read a different energy. Now I'm going to feel Biden and the Biden camping, Kamala, and happy, but they're not. They're happy, but they're grim. This is just not an election that is like filled with, even happy, wonderful feelings are filled with a sense of trauma, because there's so much wrong right now. Well, in our third dimensional perspective, there's so many challenges. I'll put it that way. There's so many lessons we're still trying to do. And things are so spiked up energetically with anger and fear, and really just, I think, outside rage. I just knocked a bunch of cards off the table in front of me. Okay, so I feel, just to kind of sum it up, I think it's going to be kind of apparent who won. And I think that's Biden. But it's not going to be certified yet, and it could go several days of counting. There could be some recounts. There could be some court things. There could be some arguing back and forth. But everything I'm feeling almost is like it's like a lead balloon. It's like a lead balloon or a balloon that deflates. So I think people need to not get into fear, and don't get sped up by whatever Trump says, whatever the right people on the right say. I'm telling you, and I think I saw this in a reading I did fairly recently, there are large numbers of Republican elected officials who would like to see him go, because they want things to so-called get back to normal. They like the power. They want to keep making money. He's too controversial. He's ripping things too much apart for them. They want to just be able to do the stuff behind the scenes. So it will be interesting to see how people respond on that side, like how subtle they will be in saying, we need to honor the results and blah blah blah. Anyway, I think I'm going to do a separate video on these other questions I have, and take a deep breath. Hang in, everybody. Blessings. We're going to get through this.